Yo, what's going on, guys? So, I went and looked at the car. It was awful. And that was my rant. I understand that you're trying to sell a car, so you're trying to be a little vague on the, I don't know, problems with it. So, the pictures obviously can be you can be very, very deceptive of, what the car looks like and stuff. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, previous video, check it out. Come back to this one, so you'll be a little bit more informed if you wish. But I basically was talking about how I was going to go look at a car. It was a 2005 Ford Mustang GT. And, it was an automatic. And I don't really give a shit what people say. It's really fucking hard to find a car in manual. For some reason, in this model from the 2005 to 9, which is the one I'm trying to get at a decent price range under 10 grand. Now, before you guys say, well, go find a car under 10 grand, it's a sports car. That is, that's pretty good. Now, you can find these cars, it's just the problem is, have they been beat to shit or not? The thing is, these cars are still relatively old-ish, and a lot of people just don't take care of their cars. I don't understand why it's so hard to take good care of your vehicle. I've had a 2001 Ford Ranger forever, just now over 300,000 miles on it. It's still kicking. And this is after I blew a head gasket on it and everything. Now, that wasn't my fault. The radiator was leaking, didn't know it. And, apparently, for some reason, the fluid all just got out one day. And, yeah, it fucked some shit up. But it's all good. We good now. But I'm still trying to find another car. So, hopefully, I'll eventually find one someday. I'll let you guys know, maybe 5 years. But I'm going to eventually find a car. So here comes the rant part of this whole little spiel that I got going on. I don't understand the point of lying so much. So some of the biggest problems when I went to go look at the car, it was at a car lot, and this is hit or miss with me, right? If it's a new car, no shit, it's going to be at a car lot. But if it's a used car and it's at a car lot, it's usually a chop shop of some type where they take some of the shittiest cars I've ever seen and they'll do a few fixes to it. So it's been wrecked a few times. They repaint it. And that was another thing. The paint was literally running off the car. Like, I felt like I could just touch the paint and it would come off on my fingers. It looked like it was still wet. It was just so runny. It wasn't just orange peel. It was terrible. I was like, holy shit, this is abysmal. And, if that was the only problem, I wouldn't really cared. But there were still scratches all over the car. So if you're going to paint parts of the car and make it look like you fucking threw graffiti all over it, just paint the whole damn car. Well, with their paint job, I'd rather not. It looked like like a clown, man. It was crazy. And the other thing was, so it's an automatic. How do you fuck a shifter up on an automatic, dude? The shifter wouldn't go into gear. I don't understand. I mean, does he not think we would notice that? Like, he's like, yeah, man, it drives pretty good. I've drove it for about the past 4 or 5 months. It's pretty awesome. How do you not mention that it doesn't go into drive? You have to pull it all the way down into the bottom first gear, because on the automatic shifter of that model, it goes 1, 2, 3, drive, neutral, reverse, and then park. And I'm like, that's weird. It says it's a neutral, but you're now driving, and then when it's in drive, it's not. It's a neutral. So I'm like, cool. It's pretty awesome, man. And, as soon as that happened, I just didn't want to drive the car anymore. I was like, yeah, this is enough. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I drove it a little bit more, just about another 2 or 3 miles, just to see what it's about. And, it was doing just a bunch of rattles. The transmission was slipping, just a bunch of stupid shit, man. I was like, really? This is ridiculous. I understand it was a pretty good bargain from what it seemed like. But, man, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. But, you always got to check, because there's sometimes you'll find those gems that sometimes people are just trying to get rid of a vehicle, and they just need the money. And you'll be happy that you did. But if I can learn one thing from this, I want to start asking people to take recent pictures and send them to me on my phone. How about that? But even then, that's not always reliable, because, they can just still send you some pretty good pictures from a decent date. It's just ridiculous. I just felt like ranting a little bit, because it really did piss me off, because I drove over 100 miles to go see this fucking car, and then I had to drive 100 miles back, and I'm just like, yeah, the dude was really disappointed that I didn't buy it. He's like, yeah, how'd you like it? And I was like, it's fucking terrible. I was like, dude, you can't even put the thing into gear unless you do some kind of finagling with the shifter. And he's like, Oh, well, yeah. I was like, yeah, well, I'm out. Bye. And I left. You know, it's just ridiculous, man. So the biggest question is, have you guys ever experienced something like this? I don't understand why people, again, feel the need to lie. I mean, I get it. They want you to come look at the vehicle. He probably figured, well, I was an impulse buyer, that I was going to come and just immediately look at it. Boom, it looks okay. I'm going to go and buy it. No, fuck that shit. I'm spending a few $1,000s. No, I'm not just going to look at it, start it up, and like, damn, it sounds pretty good. Drive it a little bit and think, well, this is my car now. No, it doesn't fucking work that way. I'm spending over $5,000 on something that's going to be decent. Just saying, but I guess I'll have to keep looking. But you guys wish me luck. Eventually I'll find a car. I will probably still show it on this channel, but I think I will actually go through with starting a new automotive channel because I think it would be a lot of fun. It'd be something different, so I could also make videos oriented around that kind of genre. And who knows, it may be more successful than Beast Armada because gaming channels are starting to kind of die out on YouTube, which you would think with less of them, you would think that it'd be easier to be found, but man, I don't know. YouTube's algorithms are kind of fucked up. I mean, the programming is just terrible, but it's another video for another day. I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest. It's almost 2 a.m. in the morning. Thomas the Train's outside. You can probably hear his fat ass. But, I think this commentary has everything you need into it. It's got Thomas the Train. It's got some ranting from me going on. I'm kind of pissed off still. Not gonna lie. He wasted a lot of my day just, to go look at the car and it was a piece of dog shit. You know, okay, so I'll tell you the price. The car was listed for $5,500. Dude, I wouldn't even give that fucker $4,000 for that piece of shit, man. I would have had to spend at least $1,500 fixing the car, so it's just disrespectful, you know. But if your gut's telling you it's a little weird, don't buy the car, man. If you're ever making a big purchase on something and there's a few things that you don't like, don't buy it, especially if you're going to spend a lot of money. You know, it's just not worth it. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch some more PUBG gameplay, some of you were interested in the last episode, so I got a little bit more for you. Check it out.
Can I just get like a gun somewhere?
Someone.
Ooh, he's been on
Another guy to your left. Next to the
Far.
RV piece.
Yeah,
He's right in front of the RV. He's gonna finish space.
I'm coming, dude.
God damn.
With my pistol.
Another guy next to the tree with a car 98. That guy.
I'm trying to play. Wait.
Oh! Other guy has a car 98. One more, dude. There's another.
I need ammo.
No! Oh, there's a guy on me too. He's
The last
coming
guy.
at you.
Shit, no! I couldn't do anything. There's nothing I could have done. I had no ammo.